Hello and welcome to week 6 of English 202. This week is really getting down to the nitty-gritty of your career development research paper. So the focus will be really on two different parts of that. In the lecture, you're going to read about effective oral presentation, which will be the very last assignment that you do for this course. Yes, even in an online course, we can still do an oral presentation. So after you have read through this information about how to present orally, I want you to start thinking about the very last assignment due in week 7.5 that you're going to present a PowerPoint. And some of you may be asking yourself, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, all of you have access to Microsoft 365, which includes PowerPoint. So PowerPoint has a feature that allows you to narrate your slides. So over here in Student Resources, it's clicked over here, Student Resources, there is instructions on how you're going to do that. And I'm telling you about it this week, even though you're not doing it this week, because I want you to start preparing for that. If you need to make arrangements to borrow someone else's computer or device, if you don't feel that yours is up to the task, but you just need to make sure that you have that available to you. It's really easy. You can work your way through. It's really a self-guided tour, if you will, through PowerPoint. So you have this in your PowerPoint where you record that. So you're going to find that part of it. And then you're going to start selecting from the very beginning. And this is a 5-minute presentation, by the way. It's going to go very quick. You only are going to have 8 slides. So it will be very quick. It's a minimum of 5 minutes and absolutely no more than 10, because you want to be very succinct and using all of the strategies that you'll learn in the lecture this week. So this document walks you through how to do the PowerPoint presentation with your voice. So that's what we're getting prepared for. So let's get back to the week of what we are working on, week 6. So this week in the discussion, you are going to put your rough draft as your discussion post. You just copy and paste it. Please don't put it in a document, because then it's just harder for everyone to open the document and then look at it. So just paste it directly into the thread. Once you have done that, then you're going to go back and read each other's essays so you can provide feedback. And here are the questions that you're going to ask as you're reading somebody else's essay. Looking at the thesis, any kind of paragraph development or evidence, how is the conclusion, and what did you like about the draft, and what do you think they can improve on it. So this is a good skill for you to learn about being a peer evaluator. I know our tendency is just to want to say, oh, I really like your rough draft, but that doesn't offer a substantive comment or anything that's going to offer someone to be able to improve their writing. So you want to add in, you can certainly say that you liked it and what did you like about it would be a better response. But you also want to offer some constructive feedback. If you remember last week in week 5, oh, never mind. I was going to say something else. But anyway, so you want to make sure that in this discussion board this week that you're offering some supportive comments. So you'll want to get going on this rough draft earlier rather than later, because you want to submit it here to the discussion board by Wednesday, so you can make sure you get all of your days in, so you can get complete points for the discussion board. But then you also, by next Saturday, you're going to upload your complete rough draft for this project. So my suggestion would be to work through the rough draft enough to get it so you can post it to the discussion board by Wednesday, and then continue those other few days, check it in, see if anybody gave you some good comments that you can work on changing your rough draft. And then by Saturday, you've turned in, a really full rough draft, because then I will give you some feedback on your rough draft. All right. So another assignment this week is the oral communications quiz, and that's going to be directly covering back here on the lecture, everything that was discussed in that. So those are 10 questions, and that is an automated quiz there for you. So the biggest project this week is the rough draft of the career development research paper. So this document right here, it's been in our classroom since the beginning of the course. So that is all the assignment directions. It includes the rubric, everything that you're going to be graded on. So everything needs to be follow what is discussed in this document. And then we just have a short reflection, 250 words, which is about 3 or 4 paragraphs. So you want to do this reflection after you've completed the rough draft and after you've read all of the information about oral presentations, and then how anything that you might encounter by converting this into an oral presentation, anything that you might be concerned about or anything you've learned about. So this will be the last thing that you do this week, and that is due, of course, on Saturday. So have a great week, and I'll see you in class.